We must take this opportunity to appeal to our banking institutions to adapt and adopt to this new reality. They must make the necessary effort to see change as an opportunity, not as a threat, and become enablers for this relatively new sector to continue to take root and flourish.
Onwards, the next frontier from the tech nation. The Parliamentary Secretary for Financial Services, Digital Economy and Innovation considers the impact of this thriving industry on the AI and blockchain island. Silvio Schembri, Malta Government.
Good morning to all, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a pleasure for me to address you today for yet another edition of the Malta Blockchain AI Summit, and a privilege to address what has become now an unmissable event on the global tech calendar. It is a source of great pride that we can claim that Malta Blockchain and AI Summit has established itself as one of the ultimate platforms for businesses to exhibit, network, and forge advantageous alliances. In the words of the late, great Steve Jobs, innovation is the ability to see change as an opportunity and not a threat. And since the beginning, this philosophy has been the driving principle behind each and every our decision in the embracement and adoption of new emerging technologies, continually exploring and utilizing, in particular, distributed ledger technologies for the ultimate benefit of our country, the blockchain island. And now, despite heavy skepticism, the blockchain island is no longer an abstract concept. We have now moved well beyond the hype, covering unprecedented ground and successfully obtaining tangible results within this field, to the extent that our country has now emerged as a global leader on this front and is now serving as a point of reference for other countries which have still to explore the blockchain sector. However, while rapid technological advancement is guiding our way forward in an ever-evolving global scenario, striking a healthy balance between regulation, competitiveness, and innovation remains an important priority. Impacting the very workings of several sectors and industries, it is essential that this fine balance is reached and, more importantly, maintained. This is none the more urgent than within the global financial service industry, and Malta here is also no exception. As a government, we have unfailingly taken heed of the concerns of all the relevant stakeholders within this sector, including operators who have questioned whether their activity would be legal, to what extent, and urgently required clarity with respect to the implications of operating within a particular jurisdiction. Then we legislate accordingly by providing the necessary framework for an ironclad regulation through the enactment of 3 groundbreaking regulations within the blockchain and distributed ledger technology sphere. We have provided the much coveted legal certainty within this space at a time when the disruptive technology sector was still an unknown quantity. These 3 game-changing bills have marked Malta as one of the first countries in the EU to provide a sound and robust legal regime relating to the blockchain industry, while providing the end consumer with the relevant protection and peace of mind. Again, while consumers' protection and a solid legal framework are indeed important within a digital context, it is just essential to ensure that we nurture an ecosystem that also features innovation. We believe that as a country we have managed to find this elusive balance. Building on this stance as a government, we are now walking the talk by implementing projects within the public sector that are already proving to be effective in the way citizens are being served. We have launched the nationwide BlockCerts education project, on which students now are receiving their education certificates on blockchain. Another project which is well underway is that of seeing the Malta Business Registry functioning on a blockchain-based system. We are now scrutinizing other departments where blockchain can be incorporated, such as the land registry and rental contracts, in a bid to bolster transparency, accountability, and as a means to diminishing unnecessary bureaucratic procedures. We have journeyed far within this sphere and are rapidly moving further. So much so that we're now at the auspice stage wherein VFA agents are in the process of guiding and assisting several projects applications to submit then the license to the MFSA. Earlier this month, the MFSA has announced that it has received letter of intents from 34 prospective VFA service providers, 21 of which are pertaining to crypto asset exchanges. As Junior Minister responsible for financial services, digital economy and innovation, I find this information wholly encouraging and can only reaffirm my personal commitment towards the successful establishment of this thriving digital economy. At the same time, I must take this opportunity to appeal to our banking institutions to adapt and adopt to this new reality. They must make the necessary effort to see change as an opportunity, not as a threat, and become enablers for this relatively new sector to continue to take root and flourish. Ultimately, in the much same way as the concept of government institutions, banking institutions included, exist to serve the people and not the other way around. However, notwithstanding the stumbling blocks and challenges ahead, our nation's inexorable innovative spirit is guiding us further afield, seeking now revolutionary pastures on the digital horizon. We believe that the time now is ripe to incorporate AI into our flourishing ecosystem. In much the same way within blockchain technology, artificial intelligence is likely to shape, change, and mold the landscape of how sectors we know today operate. And this has mobilized us into exploring the artificial intelligence as a new economic niche. The recently established Malta.ai task force has just launched Malta's national AI strategy and the first world AI certification program, a holistic AI strategy that delineates for ethically aligned, transparent, and socially responsible AI. This strategy and vision for artificial intelligence in Malta aims to deliver benefits across all strata of the Maltese society, while simultaneously placing Malta amongst the top 10 nations in the world with the highest impact national AI program. Its objective is for Malta to become the ultimate AI launchpad, the ideal hub wherein local and foreign companies and entrepreneurs can develop, prototype, test, and scale AI, and then ultimately showcase the value of their innovations across an entire nation primed for adoption, and creating excellent conditions for AI to springboard from Malta to the world. The national AI strategy includes more than 70 actions that are set to be implemented by the year-end 2020, comprising of 3 vertical pillars, which focus on boosting investment, innovation, and adoption across both the public and private sector alike. Also, there are 3 enablers that cut across the 3 areas, being education, workforce, legal, and ethical consideration. And in ecosystem infrastructure, its wide-reaching nature ensures an inclusive approach that does not leave away any segment of society unduly burdened or left behind. This strategy is aimed to stimulate investment and economic activity from both the local and foreign businesses, increased expenditure on research and development, the creation of new startups, enterprises. With regards to the public sector, 6 AI pilot projects will be launched and implemented in the next 3 years to come. These pilot projects span from traffic management, healthcare, education, customer service, tourism, and utilities. And we expect many more will be identified in the years to come. But as we have previously recognized for DLT, this ambition would be irrelevant without a robust control framework for ethical and trustworthy AI. To this end, we have launched the world's first national AI certification program, which aims to provide applicants with valuable recognition in the marketplace that their AI systems have been developed in an ethically aligned, transparent, and socially responsible manner. Since our very first forays into AI, we were adamant that at the core of the Malta's AI strategy, we create a strong ethical AI framework, which builds on the work of various international bodies and organizations and establishes a set of guiding principles to guide AI practitioners. We've come a long way away, in which we have managed to put Malta at the forefront of this technological revolution. I myself am looking forward to witness what this interesting new economic sector will bring about, how the use of blockchain technology in the public sector will better citizens' experience, and what the exploration of artificial intelligence holds for Malta in terms of new opportunities. But this is only the beginning. In the true spirit of innovation, we can only look forward for the challenges, and I am sure plenty more successes with our exciting digital future holds for the benefit of our country, our economy, but most of all, for our citizens. On that note, I would like to thank Eman and his team for organizing this wonderful event, and finally, welcome you all to our country, the blockchain island. Thank you very much.